A hearty welcome to everyone joining us today live and on demand as we continue the A1 Digital webinar series. My name is Mitha with A1 Digital, and I am honored to be your host as we will be asking digital construction site nothing but hot air. So a quick introduction to A1 Digital. We were founded in 2017 as a wholly owned subsidiary of A1 Telecom Austria Group. We're actually also part of the global telecom group, America Mobile. We actually leverage the connectivity that's provided by our parent companies as a subsidiary in a portfolio covering IoT and advanced analytics. We own our own European cloud together with Exoscale, and we also provide cybersecurity and network as a service solutions. We have about 1,500 customers globally. We have about 200 employees with locations in our mothership in Vienna, along with Munich and Lausanne. And we have 6 data centers in 4 countries around Europe. We make digitalization happen. Digitalization is a strategic topic in construction, along with other industries. It's different for each one, but we're going to focus on the construction industry today. Companies in this sector require, and actually in all sectors, require a strong partner at their side who can turn their their wishes, their requirements into reality, whether it's technologically and of course in profitability. And today we're going to focus on 2 parts. I mentioned the portfolio. We're going to focus on the IoT and the advanced analytics part of our solution in the construction industry. And our agenda for this compact webinar will be why data is a new valuable raw material for the construction industry, not just cement, not just nuts and bolts, but also data. We're going to discuss which IoT solutions are already delivering added value today, an outlook on the digital construction site of tomorrow. And of course, we talked about strong partners. We're going to, of course, talk about how A1 Digital, with our current success stories, our case studies, and our real-life examples, why we are a strong technology partner in the construction industry. And with that, I would like to bring in my esteemed colleagues, our panel for today. I will be the host, and along with Korbinian Röhrl, who's the project delivery manager IoT. Now, not to give any spoilers, Korbinian, we're going to talk about safety, or how IoT is going to help safety and productivity on construction sites. But I hear that we cannot keep you safe away from bee stings. Korbinian, welcome.
Hello. Nice to be here today.
Excellent. I hope you're feeling well, and we can discuss that later, of course. But he's a survivor of a bee sting yesterday, so glad to see you here today. And then from our, as I mentioned, our mothership from headquarters in Vienna, David Prenner, senior data scientist, data science consultant at A1 Digital. David, welcome.
Good morning, everybody. No bees in Vienna so far, so I'm safe. And thanks for your time.
At least not biting well. Excellent. Yeah. So let's get this started then. Enough talking from me. Let's hear from our panel. The first question: why data is a new valuable raw material for the construction industry? And I will literally hand over the shovel over to you, David. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, Sal. I will start with an theoretical part introduction. So to better demonstrate why data is a new valuable raw material, let's look on the classical value chain of the construction industry. Here we have construction as a different raw material, so construction materials like sand or wood or cement, and these construction materials are further transformed into new materials, for example, concrete, and nevertheless you have then certificate construction plans and which ensure that you build the construction, and the construction here this displayed as a bridge brings the value and the money for the construction companies. So this is the classical value chain of the construction industry. If we now look on the digital value chain, on the digital process, we also have here data as the raw material. Data becomes now widely available through all the digitalization measures, for example, from the IoT devices or software products and so on. There are really huge amounts of data popping up, but data alone is of comparatively low value. Data has to be processed, has to be transformed, has to be cleaned, has to be connected with other data, has to be visualized. And after that, having done this process, you gain insights, and insights are really of high value. So this is the product of this complete process, and the insights allow you to make better decisions. They allow you to maybe find new business models, and they allow you also to establish or to optimize your business processes. So insights are the valuable thing, not data alone. So if we look now on the state of the art, construction companies really know how to handle their construction materials. Yeah, if you just look outside, there are really impressive buildings and constructions all around the city. So this really works. Where is a challenge and where still are deficits are within the digital workflow. You have a lot of Excel sheets still out there. You have manual paperwork. Data does not really flow continuously. So there's still potential to improve this digital process. To overcome these deficits, A1 Digital serves as a digitalization partner for construction companies. What do we do? Construction companies have the industrial expertise, and we have the technological expertise. So this is quite a good match, I would say. And for example, if a customer approaches us and has a problem and wants to, for example, to network his asset, his excavator or anything else, we sit together, discuss this use case, then we look for the right hardware, how we can do this, which hardware brings the best resolution of the data transmission, which hardware ensures the right data points to be transmitted. Then we also have connectivity expertise. Our mother is, as Sel said already, is a telco company, so we know how 4G works, how 5G works, how Bluetooth works, and how other connectivity technology works. Then the data is transferred to our cloud platform. We have an own cloud, an European cloud, which is named Exascale, and Exascale stores the data. We ensure also that your data is safe, so that nobody steals your data or they can hack your data and so on. Data can be distributed to any third-party system, like any other customer system which are out there, or other third-party system. That's also a nice thing. And on top of that, we also offer on our analytic services, which means we run our own machine platform, and we simply took the data which is stored in the cloud and processed them and to get the right insights out of this data. So this is our stack, our expertise, and with this expertise, we can deliver end-to-end solutions to our customer. That means, we make together this technology or just these components, and can give our customers then a ready solution, and the solution can be applied. We can also say it's a ready turnkey solution which can apply it and advance your business or the business from our customers. To look on the data pods, there are really a lot of data points available in the construction industry. Just to get that into mind, for example, you have equipment data, you have basic info about the equipment. Equipment has operation hours, fuel levels, motion data, and so on. Then there is commercial data. If you rent a machine, for example, there's rental income. Equipment needs repairs, you have repair costs, you know that the price of spare parts, so if a component breaks and you have to replace it, this also makes some costs and so on. Then, of course, logistics data, construction industry, they have no permanent seats. The construction sites are everywhere distributed in the landscape, so there's a lot of logistics to do the materials, and all the equipments have to go from the storing place to the construction site and so on. So you get again a lot of data, construction sites, driving times, which goods are shifted, which equipments are shifted, and so on. And some general master data, of course, like calculations, staff data, price lists, and so on. So really a lot of data pods which provide a lot of information and really there's some potential quasi to get the right insights out of it. So this was a nice overview, but you may ask how to start such a IoT or analytics project. And in our expertise or our experience, the best way to start is asking the right question. So for example, if you ask yourself how much time is spent searching for machinery and equipment, or how many objects are getting lost out there on my construction site or my storage spots, or if you want to know how your large equipment is really utilized, what's the degree of usage? Does it stand all the day, or is it really utilized, and so on? Or if you want to maximize your the profits from your machine and so on, and you don't know how to do that, please reach out to us. We are happy to help you and to assist you, and we find a right solution and the answers for your questions. Before we go into the detail of our solutions, just a brief overview where we can help. There is first construction site at a glance. We can provide, or with the right sensor, with the right data, to have the important key impact factors of your construction site at one glance. You see it, how the performance is of the construction site, what's state of the art, is it going good, is it going not so good, might they have the door in we can print them out in a digital documentation and so on. So reporting is also a big topic, and we have experience in that to provide you with the right documentation. Then predictive maintenance is a big topic, to forecast when your machine equipment needs some workshop and to prevent standing times. So we can provide you a solution that to forecast when there's workshop time for your equipment. Then safety monitoring, alerting is always a topic on construction sites. There's a lot of theft outside there, and if you want to know if an equipment left the construction site and this is not unwanted, we can alert you, of course. This is no problem. Then moreover, we can help to optimize your processes and utilization optimization with the data and information we gain. Localization devices and tools, always you lose a lot of time. Maybe if you look for specific equipments or tools, we can help to reduce that searching times. And of course, dispatching and logistics, we can provide you solutions to optimize these processes. So thank you for that. Sal, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, David. Before we get to Korbinian, I have a couple of questions that could come up there, because that one slide that we had, how the classic construction site it's fully understood. Construction companies know what to do, but not fully utilized is the data part. And then that other slide where you had all that pools of data. In your opinion, and from your experience talking to all of our customers, they have so much to do, so much data. What makes them, or what will motivate them to start their digital transformation process? Of course, finding the right partner, and we can help with that, but what do you see internally will make them say, okay, let's get started?
Yeah, it's always optimization. Also, you must see that, for example, if your customers or the customers of the construction companies, they require maybe some optimization or some reporting to provide them that the whole construction process gets cheaper and so on, and you have to document everything. You have to document that to government and so on. So there's a need coming from policy and so on. So this is the external factor, but also the people on the internally really wants to advance, and they also want to optimize and become better. So this is the external factor and internal factors, and everything combined.
Excellent.
Yeah,
you're right. It comes down to cost and the bottom line for sure. Okay, very good. But hopefully people are keeping an eye on that. Well, then let's take the shovel away from you and hand it over to Korbinian. Korbinian, again, very brave today to weather the bee attack, and but you're going to show us how we can use, I think David kind of touched on the safety and the tracking on the construction site, but also what it will look like in the future. So Korbinian, stage is yours.
Thanks, Sal. I would like to give you some real life examples right now. So what can we just provide you as solutions? As mentioned, we have then a lot of data, and we can use the data for disposition and localization of the equipment and the machinery. For example, where are my construction machinery? This is historical and live data available 24/7. We have geofencing and inventory survey, and also when we have these trackers on the machinery, we have just finding these instead of searching a lot of these assets. We also can provide some electronic logbook, which is not everywhere accepted by tax offices, but in many countries, you don't have to write these manually into a book. This will do the software for you and the IoT tracker. And also we collect all of the operating times during these assets have all the trackers installed, and we can also provide these data then to third-party systems and make specific reports which fit to your interests. Also, like David also mentioned, we have a lot of thefts on the construction sites. We can define these geofences, and due to objects are tracked by GPS, we can see when they leave these geofences and give an alarm, and then real time track them, where are they, and yeah, go there and get them back. Another thing we can also provide is the maintenance of construction machinery. So we have a complete documentation of the operation hours, the mileage, etc. And there we can give some reminders when is the next interval to do the service. Yeah, another thing, we have the smart interfaces. So using the AEMP interface, APIs, streaming gateways, so we can merge the data to the RP system or whatever you need to. Also, if you have some other examples, just call us. Don't hesitate to contact us, and maybe we can find a solution for your application. We also have some references, like a big construction company in Austria, but they also work Europe-wide. It's POR. They needed trackers for the machinery and wanted to see how good they are in use. And this is what we gave them, a telematics platform, and they can now see that the construction machinery is a lot better utilized. And also we provide for TT Control the IoT platform and the connectivity of these devices. So we gave them a white label IoT platform, and they could use this now with special functions for their development. And they also get worldwide SIM tariffs that they can ensure the full coverage for all the use cases. Now, a little bit of aside to the future, there we can provide you a shop floor management, like a screen where you can see all the data depending your construction site. We can just alarm you when vibration from drilling or ramming is too high and could damage a building. Then also you can take a IoT device and put it to concrete or screed and see how dry it is. The other thing also mentioned is where are your small equipments. Then shipment tracking, so we can see when is the shipping arriving at the construction site. And another thing is to real utilization, the measurement. So how busy are the machines? Is the ignition on? How long is it on? And what workload do we have? Also here, if you have anything which is not mentioned here, you just call us, and yeah, we can find a solution. To give you a little bit practical, and yeah, what have we done till now? And now I would like to hand over to Sal again. Thanks.
Korbinian, thank you very much. A couple of questions in the round for you, if you got a couple more seconds. You mentioned robust sensors. Question came in is, what exactly is a robust sensor, and what are the best ones?
A robust sensor, you have a IP68 certification, so it doesn't is waterproof, it's dust proof, and also robust means that it doesn't break off the vibrations, or if you just throw it down to the floor. That's what we call robust. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, and I think when David, when you showed the digital value chain for A1 Digital, we don't provide the hardware. We have wonderful partners that do that as well. And so yeah, definitely, as Korbinian and David, you both asked everyone, if you have questions, reach out to us. David, quick question to you, and I think it was Korbinian, it was one of your slides, but a question to both of you. You mentioned about the integration into existing technology for a company, which they said is very important for them. Is that part of the A1 Digital support, the integration, not just giving you the turnkey solution? How do we support on that, or can we support?
Yes, of course, we support
Yes.
here in full way, and we don't just throw the package to the customer, go with them through the whole process until the product runs smoothly in their systems.
Excellent, thank you. And I think we have time for one more question. I guess a couple of seconds from both of you on this. You mentioned POR, an Austrian company, but with a global scale. With that kind of scope, we're talking about a global customer with machines all over the world. How long from ideation to realization? Maybe not giving too much information about their particular thing, but at least in the first phase, you're talking about a global company or even a mid-sized company. How long can they realize the first phase going live with their implementation?
So from first idea to get this till they have the first data in the system, I would say the first data is there in 2 to 3 weeks, and yeah, the first data and getting the whole machinery into the system depends on how large the machinery is, but I would say from quarter year to 1 year, you get all the data, all the machinery, yeah, into the system.
Excellent. Thank you, Korbinian. And again, thank you to you, David. And thank you to all who joined us live and now on demand. We look forward to hearing from you. No matter what phase of your digital transformation that you may be at, you could be laying down your cement, connecting the water and gas, or tightening your final bolt. Always a good time to start the conversation. So with that, I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.
Thanks a lot for
Thank
joining.
you. Bye-bye.